Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Shannon. I'm your friendly crafter, mostly knitter, sometimes crocheter, usually in the winter. It's just about noon here, and I hope you have something warm to drink, which is right here. I hope you have a cat in the background, and again, I do apologize for my other craft room not being ready yet. There is an issue with the floors that I won't really get into. Okay, so I thought I would start this one, with what I'm watching, which unfortunately is really nothing. There is absolutely nothing that is captivating me long enough for me to stay interested. That's just life sometimes, I guess. It is a different season of everything, of my life, professionally, personally. And I think that maybe I'm just a little distracted. I want something that I can really sink my teeth into and that will keep me captivated. And so far I have not found it. That being said, I did watch something Hotel Ghosts maybe on Netflix. It's an animated series. That was really cute. Did I watch it all at once? I absolutely did not. I watched maybe an episode every other day. Again, didn't really keep me captivated, but it was cute. It is probably safe for children to watch. It's a little bit gory. If you have very young children, you might want to preview at least an episode to see if your child can watch it. But overall, for adults, I thought it was very cute. I am still reading book 2 of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think it's The Girl Who Played with Fire. I'm about 100 pages in. So we're making very slow but yet steady progress on that. Maybe 150. It may be 150. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to give a shout out to my local So What for, again, all the reclaimed items that the public can buy relatively cheap. The first one I'm just going to show you the back of because it will be a gift eventually. So I bought this. It's a pillowcase set for $1. 2 of them for $1. And I do have all the embroidery floss. I was gifted it when my mother-in-law passed. She embroidered her whole life. And because I am the only one who does it, I was gifted all of her floss and a few kits, and I've slowly, in the years that she has passed, have kind of done them and passed them on, usually as gifts, but I can finish that for very little cost. And also, do you ever see something and you're like, I love that, but I really don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I just love it so much I have to have it? That was this. Look at this fabric. Is this not the cutest? It's like a little winter scene. It's got little penguins and trees and houses and little Christmas trees, and it's blue and white, which are my favorite colors. Oh look, it's got a little reindeer. It's so cute. I don't know if this is going to be a pillow or maybe a scrub cap, but I think it is flannel, very light flannel. It may be a scrub cap. I don't know yet. It may not even get done this year. It may have to be a next year project. You know what? It just occurred to me. It would be very cute as a tree skirt. I have a little tabletop tree that I put out at Christmas. It may be a tree skirt. I have to get back to you on that. As per my normal, I bought more yarn, more sock yarn. I am full bore into my knitting socks, trying to finish up some Christmas gifts. I will show you that in a little bit. Mostly this week, I was just knitting here and there. It's been a busy week, professionally and personally. On that note, too, we did have a death in the family. So that is has kept us a little bit busy. Moving on, I did buy this with the yarn bra on it. I don't know if it's supposed to be on it, but all the things that I'm showing you right now, all said and done, cost me $11 and I think 16 cents, maybe 17 cents. It was very, very cheap. So I got the 3 yarns. I got a little bit of linen yarn. I thought this would maybe be good for embroidery floss. It is a little bit thicker. Or it could maybe even be the heel of a sock. I do have to check and see if linen is good for that. I'm not really sure, but it's gray, so I bought it. And I do apologize for the nudging you're seeing. My dog is laying on next to me with his head butted up on my leg, and he's moving, and as he's moving me. Now, these next few things I bought for about 50 cents a piece. And I could not be happier. I found some bamboo needles and some more bamboo needles and some more bamboo needles. This is for a certain project. This is just because I wanted more sock needles. And this is for the hat that I bought, I think, 2 episodes ago for my husband for his birthday, which is actually coming up. So I should probably do more than the cast on for that, but that's where we are with that. One piece did come in the mail from my darling sister, who I just love. She lives out of state. We're about 1,000 miles apart, but we do talk every day, and we are just thick as thieves. So I mentioned to her that I don't really have many Christmas yarns. Oddly enough, other than the red that I literally just picked up yesterday. I was like, I really don't have Christmassy stuff. She sent me 2 yarns. So this one is called Tall Pine Yarn. And this is, and look, it even came, I don't know if I can flip it over here, with a little sun stitch marker. This, I don't know. It may be a heavier, it's a little bit thicker, I think, than sock weight. But look at those gorgeous colors, red and gray and white. Does she know me or does she know me? And this is, I don't know if it has a color. It does not have a color. It just says Tall Pine Yarn. So actually, I think that red and that red mostly match. Close enough to match. And the other color, I just absolutely love this yarn. This is called Socks That Rock. And this is Cranberry Bliss. Look at this gorgeous yarn. I am so in love with this. I wish I could make a whole sweater out of this yarn. And it feels just so scrumptious and yummy, if you pardon the expression. I know some sock yarns, they have a odd feel. They feel not soft, but that's not really the word I'm looking for. They feel, for lack of better word, they feel yucky. And I try really hard, especially if I'm making socks for Not Me, to buy the softest yarn that I can so that the person wearing them will like them. And so she bought me those 2. So thank you for thinking of me. These came in the mail. It was a very nice surprise. Ironically, I had a rough work day the day before, and so the next day I got these in the mail, and I was like, that is exactly what I needed as a pick-me-up. So I do appreciate that from her. Speaking of socks that I'm making for other people, a co-worker, I'm sorry, I cannot speak today. A co-worker of mine had requested socks, and her only requirement was orange. So these are I'm sorry, the dog is knocking things off. DK yarn. I am mostly through, probably halfway through one of them. and the other one is completely done. And also, little tip, if you're using a darning needle and you finish a sock, use a stitch marker and just put it right on your sock so that if you take it someplace, you have the darning needle with you. Ask me how I know. Because nothing is worse than knitting and getting to where you can Kitchener stitch not your petals. My goodness. Your toes together and not having something to do that. And so you sit wherever you are for 20 minutes or so without knitting because you left your darning needle at home. Not that that has ever happened to me, because it has. And lastly, I have not made much progress on I think this is my Athena. I'm not sure if this is my Athena or not. But I haven't really, I think I might have done the heel since I last talked to you. But I haven't really worked on it. I think I lost a row. Maybe not. I know I dropped some stitches and I tried to fix it. But we don't call those mistakes. We just say that things happen. And now it's a design feature. But with that being said, I have the other one done. And I don't think anybody's really going to look at either my feet or the person's feet who I may gift these to and be like, oh my goodness, you're a row off. I, as a knitter, would not even do that. I would just think that that person who knitted them made a mistake to let the sole out. Isn't that the expression? You make a mistake in everything you knit so that your sole doesn't get trapped in the knitting. May or may not be true, but either way, I'm going with it. And that, friends, is the end of this episode. Next week, I will come to you. Hopefully, I will have completed in entirety my orange socks. I'm really going to try with my other pair. And I have a hat to make for someone's birthday who I hope is not watching this channel. And if so, surprise! You're getting a hat for your birthday. Alrighty, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.